Yo, 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 yo. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and I'm fixing my hat. That's right. All right, so welcome. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hold on. It's not WandaVision Day. It's the day after WandaVision Day. But you know what? That's still equally important, guys. Still very equally important. Because last night we got our finale. Yes, our finale of WandaVision. That's right. It was a good episode, guys. It was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys got to watch it. It's been one day already, so if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to dive into some spoilers. Before I go ahead and get into this review, though, I want to remind you guys, make sure you hit the like button down below if you enjoyed this video. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Spread the word, share the videos, let other people know to join in and watch these cool and awesome reviews that we do every week. We are having some changes, matter of fact. So our regular Tuesday reviews, not the anime reviews, but our regular Tuesday reviews will now be moved to Sunday. Maybe effective tomorrow. Not 100% sure about that one, but be on the lookout because we are going to be doing a Coming to America, Coming to the sequel. I'm not saying Coming to America 2. It just sounds weird to me, but we are going to be doing a Coming to America review, and it will be on a Sunday, as all our regular film reviews with me and Sam will be on Sundays now, okay? And the BrickWall anime will still be on Tuesdays. As of now, they'll still be on Tuesdays. If that changes, we'll let you guys know. In the meantime, like I said, definitely hit that like. The likes help a lot. Make sure you guys are tuning in, sharing these videos, letting your friends, family, loved ones know, and all your magic users, make sure you let the spellcasters know. Come on, let all the other spellcasters know. So, I had to pause for that for some reason. But, all right. So, WandaVision, last night's finale episode, it was good. I do have a few problems with it. Not all the same problems that everyone else has, but I do have some problems with it, and I'll get into that as the review goes on. But I also want to tell you guys, make sure you read this little banner at the bottom because there's some announcement down there too. Make sure y'all check out Superman Lois review. I've been watching that show. It's actually pretty good. Shout out to Superman fans. Anyway, so this finale episode, it was good. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I just watched it again for the second time. So I actually got to watch this episode 2 times like I used to do back in the olden days, right? So I watched this episode, like I said, 2 times. The second time I watched it, I appreciated it a bit more. I actually liked it a lot the first time. I heard a lot of people say they were underwhelmed by it. I see a lot of people having a heated discussions on one particular portion and reveal of this here episode, which I'll get into later. But I want to start off by saying, as a whole, this was a great episode for this series. It set out to do what it needed to do. However, I am going to say it was just a little tiny bit clumsy, just a little bit clumsy on some of the executions that they had. However, I kind of understand it, but then I kind of like, well, you could have wrote around that a little bit better. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta fix my hat. I want the Marvel logo to be in the middle. But anyway, so this episode picks up, of course, right where the end, when I mean directly where the end of the last episode left off. This is like a direct continuation, more direct than any other episode has been, in my opinion, right? Well, I think it's more direct than any other episode in the series because it's literally picking up right from the end of the last episode when Agatha had the 2 kids with the little magic leashes around their necks shining, mommy, no, get back here. So, so we pick up right at this moment. So we get one of our, I was going to say first magic fight, but now I remember we had an entire movie called Doctor Strange that had magic fights. So we had another magic fight, but it is Wanda's first actual magic fight. So we had that, her versus Agatha, and then we find out though while she's fighting Agatha that Agatha is just trying to take her powers. Now remember at the end of the last episode had the flashback to Agatha where she was able to take the powers of what was it, her the other witches in the coven, or I'm gonna say coven. I don't know much about witch stuff, but she was able to take their powers when they were trying to destroy her with, that whole thing. So she's able to take Wanda's powers. So they're trying to fight, and Wanda's trying to figure out how to beat her. So she ends up throwing a card, a boom, and it's a really, what kind of made me laugh is a really interesting and really funny call to the Wizard of Oz when was Glenda the good witch? So who's the bad witch? When the Wicked Witch of the West got crushed in the house and all you see was the little boots and go, yeah. It was kind of something like that in this episode, which was kind of funny because, evil witch, house lands on all this time was a car and the little boots are left and you little boots, little boots. I don't know why I accent boots like that right now. But anyway, so the boots there. And so then all of a sudden Wanda looks and she sees, who does she see in the reflection? Is it A, Doctor Strange, B, White Vision, or C, me, your boy, trying to get the cameo in at the last second, huh? If you guess B, you were right. But come on, throw some love out here for your boy, because I was trying to get in the show, but I don't want to talk about that right now. Anyway, so she sees White Vision, and it sounds really weird saying that, White Vision. That's racist somewhere, isn't it? I'm just going to say Evil Vision. I'm going to say Evil Vision now, okay? So she sees Evil Vision. That sounds better. She sees Evil Vision in the reflection, and she goes to talk to him, and she's like, is that you, Vision? Oh, looking different? And he's like, Wanda. Does the little Paul Bettany, Wanda. And goes and touches her face, right, with one hand. And she's like, oh, wow. She's kind of falling for it, easily manipulated, obviously. And then all of a sudden, Evil Vision goes to try to crush her skull, like skull crush, like takes both hands for the crush of the skull. I was like, whoa. But of course, our main regular good guy Vision comes through and they get a Vision fight. So we get that awesome looking Vision fight, which I gotta say, special effects on that looked awesome. Paul Bettany being able to hold down two Visions like that. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed that Vision fight. So after that, we go, and I'm kind of jumping around the episode a little bit, just going off of what I remember, even though I just watched it, right? It's crazy. So then we kind of go outside of the dome and we see how Jimmy Woo has been arrested by, of course, Sword and everything. And they have him in holding, not really in holding, but they just have him. And so Jimmy ends up getting a hold of a phone, right? And this is when Hayward reveals his evil plan, some of his evil plan. So what he says is that if the people of the world, they don't know about the vision that's inside the hex, inside the Westview. They don't know about all that. All they see is that there was a vision, there was a Wanda, there was a dead vision, there was a Wanda, there's an alive vision that's doing crazy stuff, and there's a Wanda. They're going to blame her for it, right? So that's his goal. It's pretty much to be like, I told you guys, superheroes are bad, and that vision was bad, and that Wanda is bad. So that's like his entire goal right there, right? That's his bad guy plan, really, in a nutshell, which is kind of reminiscent of how people treated Stark in a way and how they would treat people in the MCU, right? Like, I want people to think that you're evil so that I can get good guy points and then do whatever the hell I want. So we go from that point. Jimmy gets his phone, makes like a dry threat, like, hey, I can have some people here in 45 minutes, and boom, you guys are all shut down. You guys are going to regret this. And so Hayward's like, no, you're bluffing. He's like, am I though? So, and shout out to Randall Park, who's been given an amazing performance in this. Who would have thought that the FBI agent and Ant-Man and the Wasp would suddenly become a fan favorite character outside of the Ant-Man series? I did like Randall Park in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I like him a lot more here in WandaVision too. So I can't wait to see what they do with Jimmy Woo character. I did see that Jimmy Woo has some comic book storylines, right, that kind of elevate his status a little bit. So I'm excited to see if they kind of bring that to fruition, if we get to see any type of version of that. What I'm saying here is, Randall Park, come on. I hope you stay in the MCU, bro. Like, I hope you get it. Hope you get it popping. You know what I'm saying? I hope to see. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with your character if they do it, right? So after that, we're back inside the dome, and we see Wanda fighting with the kids, and the kids get set free, And Wanda is trying to she's trying to fight Agatha with them. She's trying to let them be set free and everything. And what happens is she pretty much tells the kids to run. She's like, kids, run, get away from here. You don't need to. I was trying to remember what was happening while I was talking. So that's why I was like jumping over my sentences. So she's trying to I keep forgetting what it was. So she's jumping through her not jumbling. See, I'm messing myself up. So yeah. Try to remember this episode. There's a lot that happened in this episode. So yeah, she gets the kids away, tells them to go hide, and she goes after Agnes. So while she's going after Agnes, Monica is inside the house. Okay, that's the chronology of what happened. Monica's inside of this house, and she's with our Evan Peters character, our Quicksilver guy, right? She's with him. And this is one of the parts that has caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people have been up in arms about this. A lot of people have been I don't know, they've been angry about this. And I've been a little how can I put this? I don't understand what they did and why they did it. So it's pretty much revealed that not only is this Quicksilver under Agatha's control, and Monica's able to see that, she's able to fight him, take him down, things like that. She's able to see the magic beads on his neck with her superpower vision, which is awesome. But it's revealed that this guy's name is Ralph Bohner, right? Bohner, Ralph Bohner. And there are so many more questions I have about this. One, how did he get the speed? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people say, oh, well, it was the necklace that gave him the speed because Agatha was manipulating him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I can rock with that. My other question is, and this has nothing to do with the end show explanation. My other question is, Marvel, why did you have to troll everybody like that? It was a cruel troll. And I do agree with people who are upset about it because it's like, why would you do this like that and give everyone so much hope and just pull a Mandarin in Iron Man 3? Right? Because remember how that whole Mandarin thing happened in Iron Man 3 where I was like, oh, dude, that old Ben Kingsley, oh, he's killing this Mandarin. Oh, and you get to that third act and you're like, what the shit? Like, you're like, what? What? Like, this is what you decided to do? And then years later, they're suddenly retconning the whole Mandarin thing. Like, yeah, no, there's a real Mandarin out there. This guy was just a fake Mandarin. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. But it's just like, come on. Marvel, listen. It's been a good minute since Iron Man 3, so I'm pretty sure a lot more people are willing to forgive you for this. However, moving forward, let's not troll the audience so much, okay? I was one of the people that was like, yo, this dude's obviously Quicksilver. That's so cool. Like, how are they going to explain it? Is it going to be like, oh, he's pulled from another Earth, which is cool? Or is it going to be like, he's just like, I don't know, some type of like... If anything, he could have actually been, it's a superhero that they have in Marvel Comics. It's actually a speedster. I think his name is The Wiz, right? Because I'm pretty sure they're not going to follow all the continuity of the Netflix series because The Wiz, if that's his name, the speedster, he was in the Jessica Jones show, but it was like a real small role and, wasn't much to it. But they could have just been like, oh, he could have been The Wiz, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we could have still had the speedster, and it's like, okay, I manipulated someone who had speed powers to think that he was this Pietro Maximoff guy. Just my suggestion, right? But anyway, we get nothing else on that entire storyline there. That's where it ends. It's pretty much just Marvel saying, loser, but I don't know. It's just weird. It was a weird decision to me. I guess, I don't know. I mean, in a show called WandaVision, as some people are arguing, it's about Wanda and Vision, not about all the other things that we've been theorizing for the past few weeks that Marvel has been laying breadcrumbs in front of us to theorize for over the past few weeks. Okay, I'm done with that. I didn't like. I thought it was a dick move, honestly and truthfully, but I'm not as upset as a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people very upset, some people mildly upset, some people a little teed. I'm a little teed because I was like, come on, like you could have done something with that. But anyway, so we're back to the magic fight. Wanda, of course, you know, Wanda's trying to stop Agatha, right? So Agatha's like, well, Wanda, listen, honey, this whole town, you gotta let it go. One of the cool things that happens in this episode as well is that Agatha, she shows Wanda the truth, right, of Westview. Like she breaks the spell on the residents, and they all go to Wanda like, oh my gosh, like come on, I'll do this, but just let me see my daughter. I haven't seen my daughter in so long. I can't, like your nightmares have been in my head. This is torture. Let us go. Let us free. And Wanda's like, no, you guys are better off this way. I'm helping you guys, right? Haha, like come on, like I didn't mean this. I didn't mean to make this such a bad thing. And what happens is that one of the residents goes, well, if you're not going to let us free, just let us die. And so Wanda's like, no, okay, I'll let you guys free. So she starts to break down the hex, right? So while she's breaking down the hex, Sword Military sliding on in through the hex. Then you have Vision versus Evil Vision, right? Vision starts to lose his strength, to lose his power, because of course he's a product of the hex, and while the hex is going down, Vision's going to disappear. The kids start to disappear, and Wanda sees this, and while she's looking at her kids and Vision disappear, Agatha's up there like, well, you know, one can't exist without the other one. You gotta choose which one you gonna choose. Then she like breaks out in a dance time and be like, oh, which one you gonna choose? No, she didn't do that. It doesn't happen. I just want an excuse to dance. But anyway, so Wanda ends up putting back up the hex to save Vision and the kids, right? So Wanda, yeah, it gets into more of a magic fight. The kids, they have to help take down the military. Hayward shoots at the kids. Monica's powers come through. She's bulletproof, which is freaking amazing. Then Wanda tries to mess with Agatha's head and tries to, and gets through her memories and sends her back to the moment that we saw at the beginning of episode 8. And then Agatha turns the tables like, oh, they don't want me. They want you, Scarlet Witch. They want you, Boo-Boo. You the evil one. You got our bad powers. I don't. You're evil. They want you. I told you. And she breaks out into like a whole Chris Brown routine. No, that doesn't happen. I just wanted a reason to say Chris Brown routine. We're list of wants today. So after that, Wanda pretty much she decides that the only way to stop Agatha is to let Agatha have all the power, right? So she does a thing that they did every time they do this in a superhero movie, I think about the Hulk, right? Because the Hulk movie, the first movie, 2003 Hulk, was the first movie I saw where a superhero was talking to the villain. The villain was like, let me get your power. And the Hulk was like, take it all. So this is one of those moments, right? So Wanda's like, he wants my power. You take it all. All right, I probably shouldn't have done that. But she goes, take it all. Take it. So while she's giving the power to Agatha, and this is one thing I didn't mention too, when Agatha takes her power, so like her hands, they get like all burnt looking and black and whatnot. And so so she's just throwing boom, boom, boom. Agatha's absorbing on this power. She's like, give me it all now. Unlimited power. That was if y'all know the reference I just made right there, drop in the comments down below, and I'll send you $50. Yeah. I bet if y'all know the reference I just did, drop it in the comments below, and I will cash app you $50. Let's get it. I'm not doing it again either, so y'all going to rewind it. Yeah. So anyway, Wanda loses all her power, right? And she starts to look all old and dingy and everything like that. But trick up the sleeve, Agatha tries to hit her with a final blow. She can't do it. I can't do it. Where's my power? I can't shoot the power blast. What's going on here? It turns out Wanda put the incantations the things on the inside of the hex, right? Because remember, in the beginning of last episode, why Wanda couldn't use her powers in Agatha's house is because Agatha had incantations around that only allows the user, that only allows the person who put the incantation up. They're the only person who can use the magic. Wanda did that for the inside of the hex, gets her powers back, levels up to the hardest degree, gets the beautiful, outstanding, lavish, and probably very expensive on eBay one day costume of the Scarlet Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scarlet Witch had been introduced in last episode and now is officially here in the MCU, costume and all. And it looks amazing, it looks beautiful, it looks wonderful. Okay, so Wanda then she defeats Agatha, and she tells Agatha that she's going to trap her there in Westview as the role of nosy neighbor. Remember, Agatha was the nosy neighbor role, right? That's the role she picked while everything was in sitcom land. So and Agatha's like trying to get out of it, like, come on, no, don't do this. Like, you have this power. You don't understand your power. Like, you're going to need me. And Wanda goes, well, when I need you, I know where to find you. Gonna keep you locked up here, though, buddy. So that's a good bit of foreshadowing, because that lets us know, come on, we have Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness coming out, which Wanda will be a part of. But even outside of that, come on, if you guys read the comics and you guys know a little bit about Agatha Harkins in the comics, we all know there's a reluctant mentor-mentee relationship there, right? So Agatha will always have something to teach Wanda. Wanda will eventually need Agatha's help. That's inevitable. That's going to happen. So it's going to come. I'm not going to say it's going to come in Doctor Strange 2. I'm not saying, I don't know when it's going to come, if it ever comes, right? But if and when that happens, not Monica. Oh, I want to talk about Monica right now too. Wanda is going to have to go to Agatha and get her help. And I'm very interested as to when that will happen. And yes, my money is on Doctor Strange 2 being the movie in which that happens. So anyway, so that's all wrapped up. Wanda, of course, she takes down the Hex, but while she's doing that, of course, all the people are already out. Hayward's been stopped by Darcy, who was only in episode for like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. Let's see. I mean, nothing else really happened. So it goes into later in the night. Wanda puts the kids to bed, and so now we're getting. Oh, I skipped something. Vision and Evil Vision, they have an intellectual fight. So they fight, and but when they're fighting, they're having a fight based on theory. So they're talking to each other, like they're literally talking. They're like, well, okay, I'm gonna cut the whole conversation short and just give you the overall point of the conversation, which is to say, okay, I'm not Vision, you're not Vision. You have pieces of Vision, I have pieces of Vision's memory. None of us are the real thing, really. Like, if you technically speaking, none of us are the real Vision, but one of us can be. That was kind of how the conversation went. So then Vision kind of gives Evil Vision his memories, unlocks the memories, because it's data. It's all data inside of that Vision, right? So he unlocks all the memories and data. And so then Evil Vision becomes just White Vision. I still don't like saying that. And then it just flies up out of the thing. So, and now technicality, Vision is still alive, right? Vision is still alive in the MCU, just not the Vision we've come to know and love throughout the time that we've gotten to know and love Vision, right? So going back to where I was at before I had to rewind. So we get to the end. Wanda's breaking down the Hex. So the Hex is kind of closing in, disappearing and everything. So she's putting the kids to bed, saying goodbye. Hey, thanks for choosing me as your mother. I love you guys. And so her and Vision have their final moments, very heartfelt, very touching moment. And then the Hex is gone. The kids are gone. Vision is gone. And there's nothing but Wanda in the empty spot where her dream house was supposed to be built. She has a word with Monica. I know I paused right there. I didn't have anything dramatic to say, guys. I'm sorry. So then she goes and talks to Monica. And What did they talk about? They pretty much thank each other, you know what I'm saying? And Monica's like, I understand what you did, I understand why you did it. I probably would have done the same thing. So Monica's like, see you around, buddy. Well, she says goodbye, but come on, it's a see you around. They're gonna link up again. Come on, guys. This is Marvel. They're gonna link up again. Come on. So anyway, yeah, that's is that where we get to end that episode? Yeah, that's pretty much the end of that episode right there. So now there are two post-credit scenes, right? The first post-credit scene, we see pretty much Monica is asked to walk into this theater with an FBI agent, and that FBI agent turns out to be a Skrull. All right. Remember the Skrulls from Captain Marvel? Yeah, that's what the FBI agent turns out to be. A Skrull! Sent by Captain Marvel to get Monica Rambeau to come up and meet her in space. Okay, I'm done with the glasses off. I'm done with this time for real. But yeah, so all that is literally what happens. Like Monica gets invited to come into space and meet up with Captain Marvel. So now we are going to see in Captain Marvel 2, we'll get the update on that. So at this point, Monica will be in space. Captain Marvel will be in space. And now all we need to know is where Kamala Khan fits into this whole story. And boom, we have the setup for Captain Marvel 2. Then the second post-credit scene, it shows Wanda. She's out somewhere in a secluded area by herself. She's making some tea, but then you see, while she's making the tea, don't hate the player, hate the game, because I rhyme, son. So while she's making the tea, they go and they show that she's in her astral form, right? And we remember astral forms from Doctor Strange when, it's an astral projection that's able to do things. And she's studying the book. And while she's studying the book, and this is why I noticed the second time I watched the episode, you can see little round objects around her, not objects, but it looks as though it seems as though she's looking through different Earths to find her kids, right? And then at the very end, you hear a kid's voice shout out, "Mom, help!" And then Wanda's like, and then cut to black. This has me a bit excited. It got me even more excited because while this scene is playing, you hear the orchestration for Doctor Strange's theme. Dun, 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 dun. Doctor Strange has one of my favorite MCU themes, honestly. So that's why I know it. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, this is the Doctor Strange tie-in. I wonder how that's going to work out. Unfortunately, we have to wait another year for that. It was supposed to be coming out. What the original slate was, it was going to be WandaVision, then Doctor Strange. Like the movie was going to come out because WandaVision would have been done by now. Doctor Strange was going to come out in May. Like we wouldn't have had to wait, but like what, a month, a little over a month, because it was going to come out at the beginning of May. So we would have saw like the follow-up conclusion, all that. So it would have been really awesome to get that, but that's not the world we live in now. We have to wait for Doctor Strange 2, but this will be a fun watch to go back for in order to kind of prepare for some certain elements in Doctor Strange 2. So yeah, that's where we are at the end of the episode, at the end of the series. I do not think it's going to get a second season. I don't see how that would happen, but I guess we'll have to see, right? But my overall thoughts about the episode is that there are some, like Jimmy Woo being captured by Sword. I would have liked a little bit more on that. Darcy, I would like to see her a little bit more in this episode. The magic fights were awesome. The payoff of the episode was awesome. It was great. I don't think it was their strongest episode, but I do think it definitely wrapped things up in a great way. The Quicksilver thing did not have to be done. I don't understand why they did that, but I guess one day it'll all make sense. Maybe, I don't know, probably not. But overall, while this still is not my personal favorite of the series, I did enjoy this episode a lot. I do agree with some people who are underwhelmed by this episode. I can see how, but I still, like I said, I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was pretty good. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I give it maybe a a solid 4 out of 5. Just because, you know, again, like it gave us the wrap up, the final battle thing. And I still do empathize with Wanda, and I do hope that, you know, she's able to find happiness, she's able to be at peace. And I do hope that her going through that book at the end like that and doing what it looks like is she's going looking through multiple Earths trying to find her kids. I hope that doesn't cause more chaos for her, right? And I hope we see the return of White Vision, which still sounds weird to say to me. But anyway, so yeah, and I do hope Evan Peters sticks around the MCU, honestly. Even if he's not Quicksilver, I hope he still sticks around the MCU because it was fun to have him there. It was a really fun addition to the series. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I just wish that maybe the payoff was a little better. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave that like down below. Make sure you guys share this video and subscribe if you want more content. Remember, our regular film reviews are being moved to Sundays. So maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, but you will see us next. When next you see us, we will have a Coming to America 2 review ready for you to watch. Until then, guys, I'm Dave. And this has been BrickWall Reviews. And as always, take care, be easy, stay safe, and peace.